Howdy. We are back, gang. It's been a minute. What, 2 weeks? Something like that? I don't remember. But, how's everybody been? How is everybody been? Let's see. What's up, Thomas? Thawne, as Reverse Flash and Barry as Flash, are having a Speedster Force Saber fight. Flash flips into a fire escape. Flash, it's over, Thawne. I have the high ground. Thawne, you underestimate my power. Don't try it. Thawne pulls at Anakin and jumps at the Flash, but the Flash strikes with his Speed Force Saber at Thawne, cutting his left hand off. And I think that's just a repeat. Let's do it. Why didn't that happen? That should have happened. That should have been what happened at the end of Season 7. For real. Nah, but seriously. As jarring, as hilarious, and out of left field as that whole scene was, I'm not gonna lie, I did think it was kind of entertaining. But yeah. What's up, Kyle? Good afternoon, Omni. I recently watched the Book of Boba Fett and had more fun with it this time. All rewatched. I find the Disney Plus Star Wars shows to be very enjoyable on a binge watch. I feel like that would definitely be the case with Book of Boba Fett, especially like the week to week. It isn't always beneficial for certain types of shows, and I feel like that was one of those shows that it probably could have been felt like a more smooth ride, like going straight through. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I wasn't one of those that really kind of came down on it too hard. So, sure, not all of it worked for me, but I just had fun with it. I mean, it wasn't trying to blow me out of the water, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Predictions for Kenobi this week: a big ass fight between Obi-Wan and Vader. Aside from that, it's fair game. Fair game. Where that fight's going to take place, don't know. It might be on their transport ship, for all we know. I mean, it can't go into hyperdrive or hyperspace. It's being tracked and followed by Vader. It's probably going to either happen on Vader's Star Destroyer or on the transport, so that they can get away. But I don't know. My big question mark is what's going to happen with Reva. Is she going to survive? Is she going to pull a Maul and go to Tatooine, figure out what Kenobi's been doing this entire time, find peace in the hope that maybe they could get their revenge down the road, much like what happened with Maul? Though it would be a little bit of a repeat of what happened with Maul when he went to Tatooine as well, but I don't know. Don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. What's up, Noah? What's up, Justine? How are you feeling? How are you? I can't believe the new Rockstars didn't mention that the actor who plays Bruno played Henry in The Walking Dead, since Kamala suggested a zombie Captain Marvel, and Bruno just says, let's not do zombies. Yeah, it is a little bit of a slip, but I don't know how much they follow The Walking Dead, so that may have just went under their radar. And honestly, I could not pinpoint where he looked familiar to me from until somebody in the comments pointed it out. And yeah, nice little nod. I think it had to have been there, man. Hope you're feeling better too, Justine. What if they keep Ezra in the Flash movie and then add an extra scene at the end where Grant is now the Flash of the DCEU? The next season of The Flash will probably be its last. Yeah, I was thinking something. I was like, with time travel and all that stuff involved with him multiverse hopping and whatnot, and we know that, at least can assume that the DCEU is going to change as a result of whatever he's done. Like, what if when Barry comes back to his original timeline with the alterations that happen, and what if he just looks different? What if his changes to his own past changes his outward appearance? And that's all that it is. And he's just recast at the end of the movie. Because to reshoot the entire movie is impossible, I think. Not impossible, but completely irrational and improbable for them to do. So, I don't know. But from the report that went out from Deadline, he's not going... Ezra... They will not be involved as Barry Allen in any projects after The Flash. But Are they just going to drop that character altogether? I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, that's definitely... It just... The whole situation with them just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't know what's going on. It looks like WB wants nothing to do with Ezra after the Flash movie. That's what it looks like. Great riddance. What's up, Stixie? It has been a little while, hasn't it? Let's see. You can't tell me that Fantastic Four fourth try won't premiere April 4th, 2004, since it's a Thursday. If they can hit that mark, they can give it a go. That would be fun. What's up, CB? What's up, Omn1? Howdy, Mark. How are you doing? I just slapped the duck out of my cousin and took his toaster strudel, punched my little brother in the jaw, and robbed his ramen. Well, somebody needs to arrest you. You're the one terrorizing people now. Look out! Here comes Stixie. What's up, Artavan? I'm meeting Hayden this Wednesday in Toronto. Thoughts on what I should ask? Oh, I don't know. That's awesome, though. What you should ask. I don't know. Maybe, like, I'm sure this has been asked already, probably, but like, I'm curious as to what his favorite thing about returning has been. That's the first one that comes to mind for me. Unless anybody can brainstorm some other questions for Artavan here. What's up, Erica Sinclair? How are you doing? Hanging out with us nerds? Maybe just me, who wants a Harley solo film that's not trying to be a Deadpool movie, but a serious psychological dive into her trauma. I mean, that could be interesting. That could definitely be interesting. Got sick this week. Well, I hope you feel better. I gotta be honest, like, I woke up with a pulse-pounding headache today, and it has not really subsided all that much. I did not sleep all that great. I mean, I was in bed for a while, which is kind of unusual. Not unusual, but outside the norm. I was in bed way longer than I typically have been most days, but regardless, I still woke up and I felt miserable. I feel okay at the moment, but I did take some, like, ibuprofen or something before this to try to, like, abate some of that, but hopefully it's nothing more than just a headache. Maybe I'm dehydrated or something. But I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, man. Choose Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, Tesla, or Mustang. Mustang is 100% the outlier in that lineup. It shouldn't even be in the same list with those other cars. But if I had to pick out of those, I would probably go with a Ferrari. I don't know. I do like some Lambos, but I don't know. All those are kind of gaudy to me. I finally get to watch Multiverse of Madness next week, even though it will be on Disney Plus. Looking forward to seeing it. I'm glad you're finally going to be able to get to check it out. Let us know what you think. There are actually Hot Ones videos with Caleb McLaughlin and Gaten Matarazzo. Is there? I didn't see any. I'll have to look into that. What's up, Omni? What's up, Barry? How are you doing? Blonde trailer reaction? No. I mean, it just doesn't interest me. I got nothing. I had a whole bunch of other things I had to check out that I was actually interested in when that dropped, so yeah, no, I'm good. Do you think Reverse Flash will have his lightning color as Mina? Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that too. Probably. He will probably have Black Lightning going forward now, which is weird. I don't understand why the negative Speed Force had, Black Lightning all of a sudden, but whatever. It'll look cool though either way. I think the Lightning did look pretty sick. But since he's getting his powers back through their means, probably the way it's going to go. What I'm about to say next is quite dark, so just get ready. Oh no. What's up, Jacob? 13 more days till Volume 2. Yep. I requested that Friday off to try to get like the ball rolling on those videos a little bit sooner. But it is July 4th weekend, so chances of getting it off, don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, because it'd make things a little bit easier. What's up, Adit? Ragu. Stand back. God. Oh my God, man. Every time I was rolling my eyes. Let's see. 1, I got the best casting for the Fantastic Five. Billy Ike. Why are you saying Fantastic Five? Billy Eichner is Mr. Fantastic. You've mentioned this lineup before, and yeah, you've mentioned this exact lineup like 2-3 weeks ago. Margot Robbie as Sue Storm, I think, is the only name on this list that makes any sense to me. But all the power to you. Matt Smith is Doctor Doom. Yeah. Yep, and you mentioned that. And yep. Every one of these points you've mentioned in a previous stream, Stixie. It would be an interesting movie, but it would not be, I don't think it would have a good outcome. What's up? I am sitting in a movie theater about to watch Jurassic World. I hope it's good. Well, check out my review and the pitch meeting reaction I did after the fact, and you'll know my thoughts. Hope you enjoy it. Sinestro needs to show up and kill Diggle's family, so Diggle gets revenge using the lantern ring, but the lantern ring leaves him because he wants revenge. Then he has to get it back by forgiving Sinestro. I mean, if that happened, if he went towards revenge, he wouldn't even be able to use the green ring. Now, if he ended up getting a red lantern ring instead, that would make sense. But he wouldn't be able to even use the green lantern ring for those means, which is the only hang up in that. But having Sinestro pop up would be interesting. But yeah, it definitely does seem like they're like hinting at we need his family being the problem. But we're not done with Diggle yet. He's got another appearance this year in 2 weeks on another show in an important little slot. So, I mean, we're not done with him. But I don't know what it's going to tee up. But it's teeing up the big bad for one of the other shows. So that's all the showrunners have said so far. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, man, because what the fuck? This is the best I came up with. No, Diggle, why? You were supposed to be the Green Lantern. I agree with you. Johnny Knoxville might be a better Human Torch. Maybe. What causes hiccups, yawning, sneezes, or itching in general? No idea. I'm not a scientist. Okay, WB's excuse for not having Grant's Flash is on the thinnest of grounds with both sides of DCEU and Arrowverse fans, especially with the showrunner, producer, cast, and crew all having this feeling. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Love this week's Flash episode. It was easily a 9 out of 10 for me. One of the best Flash episodes, even if, as a fan of Diggle's, I didn't like the decision. The acting, the writing of that scene was amazing. It really was. And the visuals. Like, the way they kind of, like, flashed through those images of the universe and going through the source wall and all that stuff. I thought it was really great. I'm doing great. It was me who mentioned it in the comments that it was Henry from The Walking Dead. Yes, sorry. I don't. Sometimes I don't pay too much attention to the comments that I'm responding to at times, or I don't remember because it's been a few days. So I apologize that I didn't remember it was you. Because every time I go into the comments, like I have like part of my brain turned off because I'm afraid one of them might be a spoiler for something. So I like half read certain things just to see if it's safe to keep reading it. What's up, Andre? Just want to say, what's up? Well, what's up to you? What is up with you? I'm glad you were here, man. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Need to find some time to go out and see Lightyear, though, while I have chance. So I might do that either after this tonight or tomorrow. And I found out that there's a performance of Hairspray going on at one of the cultural centers a few cities over that I think that's happening Monday. I don't know. I'm debating on going to check that out because that's one of my favorite musicals. I would love to see it live. One of the casting crews are big fans of new Rockstars. Could we get a new Rockstars cameo in Miss Marvel? I mean, maybe. You never know. Blind Wave's in the Arrowverse. If a child and old man are in the road and you have to hit something, what do you hit? The old man. If Flash sticks the landing this season, it's easily top 3 for me. I got this after season 1 and 2. Season 8, third best season. Do you agree or disagree? Right now, I would probably have it as my fourth. Because I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like the Savitar season. So mine would be 1, 2, 3, then 8. And also, you said this exact thing last time too, Stixie. This old man child thing. Like, get new material, man. Come back with new stuff. I just don't know if you can release it after all the stuff that's come out about Ezra. They are a psycho. There's definitely something wrong with them. And I don't know what. It's like, I'm across the multiverse. You can't catch me. I'm in another universe. Like, what are those posts? And he's just, this kid is missing with them? Like, what is going on? Like, none of this looks good. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they should just put it on streaming. I don't know. They definitely can't just shelve it. They've forked way too much money into it. So, I don't know what the right decision is right now. Hey, Omni, I hope you're feeling well, and I send you a big hug. Well, thank you. We're returning the hug right back to you. The last episode of Obi-Wan made me literally cry. I thought it was so good. So good. Ah, yes. Can't wait to see how they close it out. They could make a scene where he becomes one with the Speed Force and then bring in Wally West. That could work. They could try that. Just delete Barry from the DCEU and we'll continue with Wally, I guess. That's definitely an option. I want Zoom and Godspeed to team up in season 9. That would be fun. That would be cool. I think we definitely need more of Godspeed because they really just rushed his whole thing, man. You wake up in the DCEU to see Amanda Waller and Peacemaker in your hallway giving you the stink eye while people's heads are exploding outside and butterflies are swarming everywhere. What do? Go back to sleep. Just go back to sleep. Hey, Jillian. How are you doing? Let's see. Corrupt Amina Darwin says speed, unlimited speed. And the reason, yes. Episode of The Flash Season 8, which is a reference to Star Wars with Palpatine saying power, unlimited power. Yes, I thought the exact same thing. The only thing that was different was the cadence. She's like, speed, unlimited, speed. Oh gosh, some of her deliveries, I think they were just trying to be sinister. It just kind of made me laugh. But yes, she was doing that. It wasn't like hamming it up though, like good old Papa Palps. You wake up to the boys' universe. What do? Go back to sleep. Very disappointed they're not doing a copycat Joker with Willem Dafoe instead of giving us another Harley Quinn and making it a freaking musical. I'll watch it. Hopefully it's rated R with the same writer. I mean, it is. It's, I don't know if it's rated R, but it is the same creative team. Same director, same writer. So that's all intact. It's the same guy, same people helming it. And this is the direction he wants to go in, so we'll see what happens. You wake up in space and see Luke Skywalker. What do? I'll go, what's up, Luke? Save me! I'm dying here. I'm walking here. Got shampoo in my eyes earlier. My eyes were burning so bad. By the way, love the hair. Well, thank you. Took the time to blow dry. But then again, that was my only option. I took a shower like 20 minutes before going live, and there was no way in hell it was going to be dry in time. So this is the good old blow dry look. But yeah, shampoo in the eyes, not good. Shampoo up the nose, I would say that's probably even worse. But yeah, it sucks either way. I hope you feel better, man. Deborah Chow's also going to be there, and I was thinking of asking them if they know on what basis Star Wars names such as Anakin, and Darth Vader are chosen. I also bought the Brotherhood book in case. Yeah, I haven't read that one yet. The stuff with Anakin I definitely want to read more of, which is one of the reasons why I kind of want to check out that Luke and Lando book that's coming out, I think next year, or later this year or next year. I can't remember actually when it comes out. But yeah, I've always wondered that, like, how do people go about coming up with their fantasy names? Like, what's their, like, what are their steps? What are their criteria? I do find that interesting. Though Deborah Chow isn't going to really know the Anakin or Darth Vader story because that was George. But, you know, she came up with fresh new characters for this. How did she come up with those? You could ask her that. You wake up in the MCU and see the Avengers asking you to go with them to space. What do? Go back to sleep. Nope, not going it. Not doing it. Not safe. I can get it signed. Hell yeah, definitely. If you get a chance to get that book signed. Have I watched Barry? I have not. But I constantly see people saying great things about it, though. Aside from the premise, I don't know really what else the story's about, what it really gets into. But I've heard it's just gotten to be... I've heard people say it's one of the best shows on TV right now, but yeah. Might be something we have to react to one of these days. Do you have any interest in reacting to the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix? I already have. Not on the channel, though. I have full lengths. I have reviews on the channel. I have full-length reactions of all 3 Fear Streets on Patreon. If you're a YouTube member, it's on the reaction spreadsheet you guys have. On Netflix, as well as the television series Dark. Now, Dark is one I've had recommended a lot, not just by people online, but by people I know. And yeah, I've got it. I'm eyeing it for a possible like show we might dive into on the channel one of these days. So people said if I like X-Files, I might like that, or if I like Twilight Zone, I might like that show. So I don't know. It's definitely one I've got my eye on. I just a few that I have in my mind's eye that I want to kind of check out as a thing on the channel at one point or another someday whenever I have the ability is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Supernatural, Dark, Barry, Ozark. There was just another one I was thinking of that I'm just completely blanking on right now. Damn, I don't know. I'm blanking, but those are definitely 5 that I've been thinking about. It's been weird. I had a stomach ache and a heartburn for 3 days, and then it suddenly changed to a sore throat and a full-blown cold. Luckily, not COVID. Took a test, and it was negative. Well, that's good at least. But yeah, that's see that whole everything you just described. I wouldn't even know if that's different from my normal everyday because I got pretty terrible acid reflux. So my stomach and my heartburn is just almost always flared up. And I almost have like a nonstop constant sore throat. So it has to like push into an extreme for me to realize if it's normal, if it's just me existing, or if it's if I'm actually getting sick. Which makes it hard to tell when I actually need to go get checked out or not. But hope you feel better. I'm glad. I'm also glad that it's not the big old COV. Arrowverse do a Constantine television show with Keanu Reeves. No. Not in the Arrowverse. If it's in the Arrowverse, the only Constantine in the Arrowverse we're going to have, get out of here with Keanu Reeves in the Arrowverse. I love Keanu Reeves, but Constantine is Matt Ryan. You can do Keanu Reeves in a movie off somewhere else. Get it out of the Arrowverse. No, you're not replacing my Matt Ryan. I refuse. Well, that's not the negative Speed Force. It's a proto version of the negative Speed Force, which is why it looks black and white. The complete version has red lightning. I don't know that they didn't really said that, because they said that, again, she during their fight, she drew power directly from the negative Speed Force. So I don't know. You might be right, but I mean, when Thawne is in the present day and draws power from the negative Speed Force, it's still red. So it exists throughout all time, regardless. It just, that machine connects them to it. Like, it's a little bit of a continuity error that I have with it at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. Because yeah, I might roll with you on that if that was the lightning that was given to her purely by the machine itself. But during their battle at the dam, they said she drew it straight from the negative Speed Force. And it was still black lightning, so I don't know. Would you make an update on video on your top 10? Not yet. I'm still waiting for some things to finish before I update anything on that list. Because everything on that list is over. So I'm waiting for some of the shows that are candidates to slide in there to actually finish. Hoping we don't have any Game of Thrones situations with any of these shows that are contending to be popping onto it, though. But we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of Game of Thrones, was anybody kind of like shocked to hear we're getting a sequel series and Kit Harington is coming back as Jon Snow? I'm going to say, like, I wasn't too thrilled with the way the last season went out. I've been very vocal about that. But because that's where they left us, and there was like no hope for us to continue or kind of expand or touch upon the state of the world after it. So I'm honestly surprised that it's happening. And two, maybe, and this could just be the hopeful optimist in me, maybe they can do some voodoo to make us not feel so shitty about how it turned out. Since it'll be taking place after the world, after the state of the series then. I don't know. Kind of curious to see what they do with that whole thing. But what would you do? What would you do out there? Up in the north? I don't know. Unless it's like, the Night King we killed wasn't the actual Night King. Just retcon that whole thing. Be like, oh, you thought that was the big battle? Not really. That was just the first wave. Because that's my biggest disappointment with Season 8 was that whole build-up, like a millennia of build-up to this thing was just snuffed out like so easily. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Crossing my fingers, man, that maybe they can make us feel a little bit better about where things end up. But yeah, anyway. I didn't think you saw it. I see all, Stixie. I think Jon didn't accept the ring because Berlanti and WB asked WB Discovery if he can be a Lantern. They said no, with the feeling this might be the end. They might as well just end the story. We're not done with Jon yet. We're still not done with Jon yet. Think of it like Trajectory from Flash Season 2. She had yellow lightning, but she used too much velocity and her lightning turned blue and she died. Same with Mina. Her lightning will turn red eventually. We'll see. You might be right. You might be right. Her lightning is black in the comics, black and white in the comics, so I think they were just trying to find an excuse to make it match her lightning there. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I would rather wait for Jurassic World Dominion to come on streaming. I would love to watch Thor: Love and Thunder, but I'm not comfortable yet going to cinemas during my recovery. Definitely, and definitely just focus on getting better. Justine, you've been through enough already. I don't think seeing as much as we love our escapism and movies and stuff like that, I don't feel like any one of these things is worth risking your health. Especially given what you've been through. If not, it would make a great reaction show. I think that was in reference to Barry, yep. It might be. Like I said, Barry's on that list of ones that I'd like to check out eventually. You wake up in the MCU, see people screaming and running away from something that's getting brighter and brighter. What do you do? Just go back to sleep, man. That's going to be the answer to all your questions about that, pretty much. What is the bright thing? That's a good question too, Peter. Would you like to see Wally come back in season 9 of The Flash, and should he get an upgrade to his suit? Yes and yes. I want Wally to come back all the time, but it's just Keenan Lonsdale, man. Getting them on board is the biggest hurdle because they refuse to recast, and their schedule is always a mess. Like, they've been unable to get Keenan many times that they've been trying to get Keenan, so it is what it is. Did you see Noah Schnapp pull a Tom Holland on Jimmy Fallon the other night? Fallon even called him the Holland of Stranger Things. I did not. And I don't want to, if he accidentally spoiled something, I don't want to know what it is. Don't put it in here or you are banned. Good afternoon. What's up, Cody? Next week we have the Flash penultimate, Superman penultimate, and the Earth Prime comic book finale. Yes, we will. Which is kind of funny, but this episode of Flash, Ray referenced something that happened in the Earth Prime comic. So I'm kind of proud that they put that in there. Yep. We got the band hammer ready for people. We need an Ant-Man podcast on the Disney Plus with Ant-Man, Scott Lang, and Lois, with special appearances from Jimmy Woo when they talk about the Westview events. That would be cool. That would be a fun little thing to get smacked around. I saw the hammers and I just thought my brain went to smacking. To have up there is some fun little content for sure. Hola. Hope you begin to feel better. For Superman Lois, what do you think of Lana being the parenting style foil versus the Clarks? Her style of sometimes coddling Sarah versus letting his kids fall and fail. You know, I never really looked at it like that. Again, you opened my eyes to so many things I just don't really think about when I'm watching it. I don't know, but I don't think either is better or worse than the other. But especially considering what all they're going through right now, that's a lot of weight to put on your family. But you're right. There is a lot. It is a little bit much for how much she coddles Sarah and lifts her up in ways, especially when she doesn't need to be or shouldn't be. I don't know. But I think that the Clarks handle things like beautifully. It also helps that their kids are receptive. They aren't combative. They're good kids. I mean, if their parenting style would it be with some shittier kids, might not work, but within their family, they know how to approach things, and I think they do a fantastic job with it. I think they've really kind of got their shit together. Jurassic World broke my heart. The original was my favorite movie since I was a kid. People in the cinema were laughing at Grant and Ellie getting swarmed. Don't laugh at Alan and Ellie. I was just laughing at the ridiculousness of a lot of the situations. But yes, I was laughing periodically throughout the movie when the movie did not want me to laugh. And yes, that was a massive disappointment. I think Diggle, like Sam, will eventually accept the call. It was deliberately left open, though in the case of Diggle as well as Arrowverse, this might be the end because of the changes in leadership. As a massive Grant Gustin fan, I wouldn't want him to fit into the messy DCEU, even though it would make him more popular and rich. That universe just needs to be completely rebooted. Feel bad for Keaton. I don't disagree with that either. They just need to get their shit together and figure out where they're moving forward, how they're moving forward, and maybe it wouldn't be that, we wouldn't be that apprehensive about a transition like that if they had a strong course forward, but it is not looking that way right now for sure. So I don't know. I had to go the last few streams, so I didn't think you saw them. My bad. Let me know if I'm repeating. I am. I will. I've heard of serial killers with more solid grasp on reality than Ezra Miller right now. That's fairly accurate, actually. Unfortunately. YouTube reactors, Maliv, I don't know how to say that. Mahaliv are in the MCU. With the eldest son is Matthew Vasquez, played the guy who was had the blue headphones around his neck. The character's name is Miguel. That's cool. I would love to end up in any universe of what we watch and cover here on the channel. So jealous of Blind Wave, man. So for Superman and Lois, do you think that Clark depowered? This is now when he's going to see things from John's POV. Didn't think about that. Bringing him down to John's level, and maybe they can see eye to eye in their equal helplessness. Yes. Yes, maybe. I hope so. If not, I feel like that is a little bit of a missed opportunity for them to connect, because we saw that little gap when he, focused on Jordan in the previous episode and left Jonathan left to all the chores and all that stuff. So they definitely need to fill in that gap a little bit. Thoughts on The Flash Season 8? I'm enjoying it overall so far. Armageddon was really strong. They've actually had some pretty strong season. There's been some weak ones here and there, and I do think that it is completely ridiculous how much they sidelined and completely fail to even acknowledge or mention Iris throughout it, which is odd and disconcerting to me. But overall, I've mostly been enjoying it. I definitely like it a lot better than last season, and I definitely like it more than the Cicada season. So it's at least 2 up from the bottom, bare minimum for me at the currently. And I might, like I mentioned earlier to Barry Allen in the chat, I think this might be right under. Looks like we're having some streaming issues. I hope you're all. This isn't cutting out anything. But I think it's like right under season 3 for me, above season 4 right now. Where'd it go? There you go. Where? But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I would love to see Michael Keaton Batman trailer second of The Flash. I mean, we might. If we ever get one, we might. And I know the previous trailers have been a little light on the Flash stuff, but I feel like they're going to lean way more away from the Flash stuff if we get any more trailers before this thing comes out. Whoops. Flash just... Not Flash. The chat just... There we go. There we go. It kicked me all the way down to the bottom and not where I was actually left off. I'm excited for the Joker musical. I'm curious about it. I don't know if I'm excited. It sounds intriguing as all hell. It is not what I expected, but I loved the first one, and it's the same creative team. I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan, so bringing those worlds together, I'm kind of for it. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it'll at least be a swing, and I'll be there to check it out. Apparently, WB wants to reshoot some of the scenes in the third act of the Flash movie, but Zaslav won't let it go over budget. But isn't budgeting on his decision? And isn't budgeting on his decision? Yes. Yeah, he gets to make that call on if they do anything else with that sort of thing. But I don't know. At this point, I mean, they spent too much money to scrap the movie. They got to do something to make it like consumable. Chris Pratt is just voicing every animated character. I'm here for it. First it was a Lego, then it was Mario, now Garfield. Yeah, Garfield maybe. Mario doesn't make any sense to me. We'll see. Chris Pratt doing that hand gesture to each dinosaur he meets is just ridiculous. Oh my, yeah, it's fucking silly. Oh, it's like he thinks he's a Jedi. Did I hear about the Thunderbolts movie happening? So excited, but a shame about William Hurt. No, I did hear about it. I'm looking forward to it. It's been something they've been building up for a long time, but yeah, it is a big... it is upsetting that William Hurt won't be able to be a part of it. We won't actually have the namesake of the movie in it. So I'm curious to see how they work around that or incorporate that into it, because it would have been fun to see Red Hulk in there, but looks like that's not going to be the case. Abomination seems to be taking that slot, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. For Superman Lois, I wish the writers were brave enough to acknowledge sometimes that you have to cut out a disease or a cancerous limb. And the same holds true for family. Some sins aren't forgivable. Lucy. You're not wrong. But I don't know that... I don't know if... I don't know if I would put that much of weight on Lucy for what's going on. I know I do in the moment, in the heat of it, in the passion of those moments, but she's a broken soul who's been abused and manipulated. I can't put all the fault on her. All of it. A lot of it. But yeah, I don't know. I do agree in some stances, but and in a lot of ways, for sure. But I don't know about Lucy right now. I'm still very... I don't know. I do feel bad. In the heat of the moment, and my reaction, yeah, I came on her hard. Came down on her hard. Omni out of context. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I after it's kind of let things settle, I can't harp on her that bad. I feel like, given everything that their family's kind of been through. So I've cooled off on it a little bit. Even though I and a lot of fans have been begging for years to see Red Death and Cobalt Blue, if Season 9 is the last season, I don't want too many new villains. I would prefer it to zoom in Godspeed's storyline. I would prefer it to focus on the origins of the Reverse Flash. That's what I want the final season to focus on. If we can put Cobalt Blue in there, that might make sense because it's, you know, keep it in the family. But you never know. I would like a Zoom Godspeed team up, but I don't know. I don't know. For the final season, I want it to be purely Reverse Flash and Barry. I'm going to play the Midnight Suns Marvel game. I heard it's good. I don't know. I've never really played one of those games, like those XCOM style games. I've never played one, so I don't know if I'd even enjoy playing it. So I don't know. I'll give it. I might give it a try, but I'm not making any promises to play it. The only games I can guarantee you I'm going to play is if it's Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy. I'm there for it. Those are the games that I will cut out time to play. But Midnight Suns, maybe. I don't know. What if the Arrowverse and the MCU were in the same universe? Would Pietro survive? Would there be a civil war? Would the snap be prevented? Oh, the snap definitely would have been prevented if we were the Arrowverse. Definitely. Definitely. Superman, Supergirl, Martian Manhunter. Yeah, they would have stopped Thanos. Does anyone head explode or explode in general in The Boys Season 3? Yes. Multiple types of heads as well. Just joined Patreon, so I have to look and see. Thanks. I know Patreon's a little harder to navigate. If you send me a message or whatever, I can send you the spreadsheet. It's a little bit easier to kind of parse through it, because Patreon relies heavily on the tags, and I will be completely honest. Sometimes I forget to tag the correct things to certain videos. They should be on there. If they are not, I mean, you should be able to at least just type in Fear Street, but it's hard to see everything I've done. So I should probably just put in a post on the Patreon that just has the spreadsheet that I keep everything tracked into. I might do that. I might do that. Oh yeah, lots of stuff explodes in The Boys Season 3. Oh my gosh, that first opening moment in the first episode, man. For Superman and Lois, what was that? I just really slurred that together there. For Superman and Lois, Jordan is the tank, Natalie the Lancer, John possible future healer. Though how would John heal? That's a good question. Like, how do they fit into the average like RPG archetypes? I don't know if Jordan's the tank. I don't know. Interesting. Natalie would definitely be your mechanist. John might be a tank. Superman's definitely your bruiser. I don't know. That's definitely going to have to think about that one. Did you see the All Too Well short film? No, I have not heard of it. Not sure what exactly it pertains to. Fill me in. Scarlet Witch versus Scarlet from The Boys. Scarlet Witch, easy. Easy. Wanda wins. Imagine this. Flash and Red Death fight for 3 episodes. In episode 4, Red Death takes off his mask and it's Robert Pattinson. How shocked would you be? That would be... I would shit myself, but that would be awesome. I mean, Red Death is Bruce Wayne. Though I feel like for the Arrowverse, it would be more fitting if they took off the mask and it was an Oliver Queen. Or it's the Bruce Wayne, the William... what's his name again? I can't remember. William Christian? Whoever they cast in Batwoman to play Bruce Wayne. Like if it was that guy. The missing Bruce Wayne that has not been in the Arrowverse all this time comes back as Red Death. We don't know how, we don't know why. That's just where he's been. Maybe in the negative, in the dark multiverse is where he has been trapped. I don't know. That's a fun, either way, that's a fun little twist there. That'd be fun. Oh my God. I would love to take a long journey that is supernatural with you. I used to watch it religiously, but kind of fell off as I got into adulthood. Also, hope for Dark as well. Yeah, I want to watch, I just want to, I've only seen 1 episode of Supernatural ever, and that's it. And, so, I don't know. It became this huge thing. I'd love to give it a shot and see how it goes. And I do want to give Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. another fair shake. So, we'll see. Who's faster, a train or Dash from The Incredibles 2? There is no Incredibles 3, so... I would have to imagine Dash. Pretty sure Dash. Superman Lois, do you think some of Jonathan's former friends now think he's psychic since he returned to school on the first day and said the world is ending? And lo, the world is sort of ending. I don't know. That would be a curious reaction to cut to with everything going on to see how other people are reacting, especially after that situation. Because, yeah, they're probably like, oh, he's just losing his shit. He's just upset. He's just talking some trash. He's just being weird. And then if he ends up being right, I don't know. I would love some, catharsis to come through for him in the long run. So the Batman would be canon to Batwoman. Kinda. I don't know that I would say that. Remember, just because the face is the same doesn't make it the exact same character. Was Umbrella Academy the one? Yes, Umbrella Academy. That was one because I have not watched it at all, and that's one I want to check out eventually. Yes, thank you, CBM. I did mention that in previous streams, but I have not. Yeah, that was the one I was blanking from. I was like, there's another big one going on right now, or coming back that I'm not thinking of. Oops. Did I lose connection? What's happening here? The comic preview for Earth Prime issue number 6 looks freaking dope. We learn more stuff about the Arrowverse Justice League that I hope for. I don't know how they're going to close it off in just one issue, man. I feel like there hasn't been enough build up in each individual segment. Like it's been very closed off in every issue. And then it's just going to all tie in at the very end. But Warren Christie, thank you. I was really off about some of that. I got some of it right. Warren Christie, thank you, Justine. I read ahead. So, yeah, I hope number 6 of Earth Prime does kind of close things out in a at least satisfying way. I'm hopeful with the Jon Snow series. I would love an Arya one as well. I would like that too. I would love to see like the journeys that she would go on, you know, in the parts of the world that we never even touched upon. That could be fun. What's the most brutal, goriest, scariest episode of The Boys so far? Any episodes in seasons 1 through 3? I would say when Homelander last season was giving that speech to all those people and he started losing his shit and he was imagining laser visioning the entire crowd and then it snaps back and it was just his imagination. I think that was all three of those categories. Anthony Starr is insanely good. What if Arrowverse Superman accidentally went to the Boys TV show universe and fought Homelander? That would be interesting. From what we've seen, I don't really know who would technically be stronger between those two. It would definitely be a curious battle. That's for sure. But there's plenty of people that would be willing to join Tyler's side to help them take down Homelander, so they might have a little bit of help there. I didn't think I was going to like Miss Marvel, but surprisingly, I related hard as fuck to the show. What? I related hard as fuck to the show. Okay, I was like, what is this sentence? Yes, I was like, I feel like this is going to be cute and wholesome and all that jazz, but I didn't expect to like it at nearly as much as I'm loving it right now. I'm really adoring it at the moment. What are my three favorite colors? Red, blue, and black. Even though black technically is not a color. But I'm still going to settle with it. Otherwise, purple. What do you think will be the title of Season 5? Alright. Looks like we got kicked off here for a minute. Yeah, guys. It's not you all. It's not you all. So I don't know what's going on. It seems to be an issue with my connection over here. So if you get kicked out or bumped out or anything like that, just try to refresh. Lo and behold, you know, we don't have one of these for 2 weeks, and we come right back in, and we cannot have a smooth go around. I don't have any interest in the prequel to Game of Thrones, but I'd give the Jon Snow series a try in hopes it'll retcon lots. I'll be interested if any of the Starks will appear or be mentioned. Likewise. I'm much more interested in how they can shape the world we were left with. Because that's the thing about the prequel, no matter what, the road still leads to the state of Westeros there. The thing about where we were through Game of Thrones is all. There was no insignificant parts. All of Westeros' history was building towards these moments. And just all of that knowledge that was leading to that disappointment, regardless, is always going to be in the back of my brain. So, maybe this show can fix some of that. You wake up and you can't go back to sleep, but you see a toilet over you. What do? Move out of the way? How dare you take away my power to go back to sleep? Do you follow with the theory that Kenobi follows the prequel and OG trilogy? If so, then does Reva fall into Han's role of being captured, or Luke's role in being defeated and falling from Bespin? I have no idea what you're saying. Do you follow with the theory that Kenobi follows the prequel and OG trilogy? I mean, it's in the same continuity. I don't understand unless you're meaning something different there. If so, does Reva fall into Han's role being captured? I'm extremely confused by the question, Summer. I'm sorry. Pick 5 powers. What would they be? One superhero's powers count as 1 out of the 5 powers. That's an extremely easy way to cheese that. Superman. Flash. Yeah, those are the only 2 I'd actually give a shit about. Martian Man, or no. Mr. Manhattan. Just give me every power. There we go. I just cheated. Wait, what did they reference about Earth Prime? I must have missed it. Can you explain? Yes, when Ray is talking on the video call at the end of the episode, he mentions the reptiles that they had to fight, and he also mentioned meeting with Nate over drinks, catching up on all the shenanigans that the Legends have been through, which was a whole scene from Earth Prime that we got to see for a little bit. So they referenced the aliens that they were dealing with in the comic, and they referenced that little bar scene with him and Nate. Scarlet Witch would probably find a way to take out the 7 if she knew how, but her face off against Superman, don't know who would win. Again, like I've said this many times, like Scarlet Witch can only act as fast as she can think. So if she deals with anybody who has like a desire to kill her and can move faster than the electrical signals can go from one brain, like part of your brain, to the next to your limbs, she can be killed quite easily. And Superman, if he's on the mend to murder some people, he can just like blink her out of existence before she even knows what would happen. So, but Superman wouldn't do that, which gives her the opportunity to kill him in most cases. Hal Jordan or Alan Scott needs to give Diggle a pep talk. Diggle a pep talk, man. Diggle spent his entire life giving pep talks. He needs to have one for himself right now. Man, and we're out again. God damn it, man. I laughed a lot during it when we watched it, yes. What's my favorite show? I've said this so many times, Stixie. The X-Files. Favorite show of all time. And Scott, thank you for the super chat. You think we'll see White Canary back next season? I hope so. I really hope so, but I don't know. I mean, they're more than happy to bring her back into direct episodes and stuff like that, so I don't see why they couldn't have her on as a guest spot. I'd love to see, I would love to see her come back and just kind of be White Canary on one of the other shows. So I'll hold out hope. Hold out hope. The next Arrowverse will be Blackest Night. The next Arrowverse crossover will be Blackest Night. That's why Diggle will appear in the season finale of Superman and Lois. That would be insane. I would love that. I mean, we did get some teases to it here and there, and the symbol that I didn't notice this the first time, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the symbol that was on Deathstorm's chest is the same symbol that is now on Dion's Letterman jacket. I don't know. Be cool. Oh, woo. Newest episode of The Boys. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. We got 3 episodes left of this season already. It's just flown by, man. It makes me wish they kind of wouldn't just drop those 3 episodes right out of the gate. One, that just makes it harder on me to catch up with the show right out of the gate. But it just makes it fly by so fast. So I don't know. I'm really excited to see where things go, though. Really excited. D23 is going to be big this year, especially for MCU and Star Wars content. MCU has their panel on Saturday, September 10th, with Phase 5 news, and I hope we get some Star Wars movie news. For both, I hope we get more teasers and trailers. One can hope. One can hope for sure. Ms. Marvel has been such a delight, so much heart. I've been grinning from ear to ear each episode. Me too, man. Me too. I'm loving it. And I can't wait for the ball to get rolling with it. I was honestly laughing throughout the Batman when Batman did not want me to laugh. And if you went to go see it with me, you'd be pissed as shit at me. Those are two very different types of movies, though. Very different types of movies. Yeah, I wouldn't... Even if I wasn't enjoying the Batman, or if I thought it was silly, I wouldn't be laughing at the Batman. Yeah, I still can't meet you on that field, Stixie. I really can't. Which universe would you live in if given the chance? I would live in the MCU because people seem to get powers all over the damn place and all over the damn time. Yeah, no. None of the comic universes. None of them. I don't know. Maybe Avatar? I haven't got that yet. Let's see. Am I the only one who doesn't care about the DCEU version of Black Canary? Her character wasn't interesting at all and barely used martial arts or her powers. I mean, she used martial arts quite a bit in it. I liked her a lot. She was extremely accurate character-wise, like with her backstory, with her powers, with her skill set, with her undercover shenanigans. Yeah, they did a really good job with that character, in my opinion. And they gave a valid reason why she didn't use her powers until the end, which means if she came back, she would use her powers more frequently. So, I don't know. I thought they did a really great job with her, and I would definitely love to see her back. My dream Arrowverse team up for next season is Flash, Black Lightning, Superman, White Canary, Black Canary, and Mia Queen. Mine would probably be Flash, Black Lightning, Superman, White Canary, Mia, and maybe like Wally. I know we're doubling up on Flash there, but we got 2 canaries in yours, so it's only fair. Let's see, find my place again here. There we go. Was so disappointed with Jurassic World, not a satisfying conclusion in my eyes. Very true. I felt the exact same way, man. It was rushed. For a movie that went on way too long, it felt so rushed at the end. And yeah, it was hilariously terrible. My theory for Superman and Lois: Edge will wear Steel's suit with upgrades by Natalie and defeat Allie. That would be fun. That would be kind of cool, actually. Ironically, Jurassic World Trilogy felt like Star Wars sequel trilogy, with the exception of being in Jurassic World 1 being the best one, while Star Wars The Last Jedi was the best. Third one is just Rise of Skywalker bullshit. Yeah, and in my review, I did compare... what's this movie called? Dominion to The Rise of Skywalker. It definitely felt like that. And you're not wrong. Fallen Kingdom was extremely divisive as well. Most people hated Fallen Kingdom. And Jurassic World was a little bit of a retread of the original movie, but there were some differences. It was safe and it was fun, and most people liked it. So it was definitely the Force Awakens of the bunch. Definitely can agree with that. Who's scarier, Homelander when Scarlet Witch takes the milk away, or Scarlet Witch when she finds out Homelander killed her kids and sawed Vision in half? What is wrong with you, man? But Scarlet Witch, because Homelander just losing milk doesn't piss him off. So, what do you think of Allie Alston for Superman and Lois? She's all right. She's okay. Her influence on people, I think, is more interesting than her. We haven't spent any time fleshing out her backstory, fleshing out her motivations. We haven't got any of that. So I hope we get that in the next 2 episodes. She's just kind of been a meh villain. I was way more invested when it was like Bizarro was the person we were fighting and dealing with mostly. But I feel like Allie has just kind of been, I don't know, hasn't been fully fleshed out enough. Like, she's been fine, she's been filling the role okay, but I don't feel her drive. I don't feel her motivation at all. She's kind of hollow at the moment, which is ironic because she wants to get whole. Owen the Hands Grady. I doubt the blood pulled from Superman is going to be used for cloning, but it could be used for other nefarious purposes. And we still don't know who's behind the XK production. That is true. We have not followed back around to that to figure out who's been who the big corporation is that has been funding this XK underground distribution. Marcus from Batwoman should get Mr. Mxyzptlk powers and become the main villain of Superman and Lois season 3. It'd be so funny. They did this in the comics with the Emperor Joker. Would you like to see this? I don't know if I'd want to see it. I definitely would watch it, but I don't know if that's what I would want as like a one-off. But I don't know if that being the main thing of the season would be something I would go for. But I really like Marcus as a character, and I really like that actor. So if they could find a way to bring him back into the fold, I'd be down for it. But I don't know about giving him Mr. Mxyzptlk's powers. But it would definitely be interesting if they did like a Emperor Joker spin with him. Maybe they can make it work. Do you like the director choice for the Thunderbolts? And do you think the Thunderbolts would feel like there's something missing because of William Hurt's passing? Yes, I do think that it will be missing. I feel like something's going to be missing with William Hurt. I think I kind of mentioned that earlier, but I don't know. I didn't see who the director was. Yeah, I don't know who's actually directing it. Apparently, according to Candid Graphs, Candace Patton is making the cast crew's lives miserable to the point everyone is trying to actively avoid her. Perhaps they just reduced her role to help them. I haven't heard any of that, but if that's the case, that sucks. But she's been noticeably, like, distant this season. And I'm not one of those people that dislikes Iris either, or her performances. I think we need more Iris in this show, but we keep getting less and less. But I hope that's not the case, because that's just sad if it is. I don't want a Joker 2, nor do I think the sequel is necessary, but I'm curious to see what they make. Same here. I 100% agree with you there. I had a dream that Thor came to my school, and he gave me Stormbreaker, and it was extra powers like phasing, and well, that was it. So on my way to biology and realized I could fly there, Thor became a teacher at school. It's a really interesting dream. Much more fun than most of the dreams that I have. A lot less zombies. I love how unashamedly evil Zoom and Godspeed are. I like a villain that is just evil. I don't think everybody needs to be sympathetic. I don't think anybody needs to have like a sob story. I think some people can just be evil and that's all you need. Did you know that the Flash's name for Spider-Man is Eugene? Eugene the Flash Thompson. What? You weren't that hard on you, Lucy. I wanted her thrown into the sun. I wanted Clark thrown into the sun, and maybe it would have killed him at this point, but hell, try something, because they tried nothing. Let's be honest, Joker is getting a sequel simply because it made $1 billion. Also, Joaquin Phoenix is getting paid $50 million per movie. Yes, WE Discovery is thinking about Joker 3. Yeah, we knew once they made $1 billion, they were definitely going to be, no matter what, they were going to be trying to get a sequel out of it. You're 100% correct there. I can see Zoom being the final villain because Eric Wallace has repeatedly said in multiple interviews that Zoom is his favorite villain, not Reverse Flash. Thoughts? I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't agree that the final villain should be anybody other than Reverse Flash. It has to be full circle. Howdy, howdy. Have you watched have I heard of Heartstopper, or have I already reacted to it somewhere? Been addicted to watching people's reactions for it. Very good show. I've heard of it. I have not watched it. It's just, not kind of in line with the types of things we watch generally. Like, I think what I've heard is like kind of like a high school drama-ish kind of thing. I know it's like 30 minutes an episode. It was something I was thinking about just watching on my own time, but I just haven't got around to it. As far as doing it on the channel, I don't know if I have the time at the moment. And it just kind of feels a little out of left field because we do a lot of pop culture stuff, you know, on the channel. Things with a little bit of a pulpy flair or an escapist lean to it. So, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be right. Maybe for the Patreon or something like that. But right now, it's on my list of things I want to check out eventually. But it's not on one of my going out of my way to check it out lists. There's a whole lot of shows like that, to be honest. This is definitely one of them. But I've heard nothing but great things about it. But I've seen no trailers for it. I just have a really vague idea of what it's about. But I've seen nothing but absolute love for the show, which did pique my curiosity. It's just as far as our brand, I'm not sure where it fits in. But I would definitely check it out on my own time. Because it sounds like something I'd like to check out. Especially because it seems like a really quick watch, too. I would never be able to look at my sibling the same after drugging our dad, robbing him for high security items, clearance, and a beeper, and then nearly getting 2 people killed to prove herself. Fair? Fair? When you put it like that, you're kind of right. You're kind of right. Jim Carrey is. You've mentioned this before. This exact set of casting. Moving on. And I helped raise both my siblings. They called me a mom for a while. It's not that I'd be mad. I'd just be so disappointed in them. Fair enough. Let's see. Anyone excited for Niantic's pet game, Peridot? I've not heard of it. I have not heard of them working on a new game. So, I haven't heard anything about it. I know nothing of it. So, I don't know. I've got no feelings on it currently. I'd have to look into it first. I'm glad that I read Earth Prime comic because the Ray calling Team Flash to tell them about Thawne makes sense reading that comic. That is true. I do like that aspect of it for sure. Victoria Newman from The Boys is a combination of AOC and Piper Halliwell from Charmed. Piper had molecular combustion as a power. Never watched Charmed. Either version, the original or the reboot. But yeah, I definitely got the AOC vibes. But aside from the other connections, definitely I didn't make it all. Neil Patrick Harris is in Doctor Who. Woo! Yeah, this the 60th anniversary is shaping up to be kind of wild, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see it. What if the Arrowverse had an evil team like the Light from Young Justice? Which villains would be in the Arrowverse's Light? Well, they started to do like a small Legion of Doom, which consisted of just Merlin's Dark Archer, Damian Dark, and Reverse Flash. They definitely could have continued that and kept branching that out, especially now that we have a Justice League to do that. Like, why not? Like, let's get in, like, Grodd, King Shark, somehow bring Damian Dark back, Vandal Savage, obviously Reverse Flash. Let's see, who else? Malcolm Merlyn, I think, would still be a great fit. Or even Prometheus. But he died, so we'd have to figure out something there. Well, then, so did Damian Dark, so... We bring back dead people all the time. Screw it. Tobias Whale. Also dead, but bring him back. I mean, you can bring back, man, why am I blanking on his name right now? The tattoo guy from Black Lightning. Why am I blanking on his name? Starts with an L. I keep wanting to say Lalo, but that's Breaking Bad. Not Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul. Shit. Blanking. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Those are my top picks at the moment. Lala. I was close. I was like, my brain kept wanting to go to Lalo, but I was one letter off. Lala. Bring Lala back. We left him in such a shitty place. Bring Lala back. I like Lala. Let's see. Let's see. Loki Season 2 should have an episode of Loki and Mobius in an animated universe. And maybe the universe could be from the Marvel animated series. I mean, the actors who played Mobius and Loki have done some voice acting before. Owen Wilson voices Lightning McQueen in Cars franchise, and Tom Hiddleston voices Loki in What If. Yeah, I think that could be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun, to be honest. You meant A-Train. It's too far at this point. I don't know who you're talking about. Or what the conversation was because of this. We're so behind on the chat messages right now. This is where Justine corrected me on it being Warren Christie for Bruce Wayne. When I was like, William Kristen. That's somebody I worked with, actually. That's somebody I know. That's a name I know, actually. Just doxing somebody, I guess. Not really, is that? No. Anyway, there's probably 1,000 of those. In Superman and Lois, I really appreciate John Henry Irons' parenting style. He wants to protect his daughter, but acknowledges when she is right and what she needs. It might be grudging, but he does admit it. Also, her suit, A++. Yes, it is a good suit. I do kind of think it's like kind of shitty that they were like, here, John, I don't need this right now. You can use this suit. And then immediately takes the suit. That's the only thing about that has me like going like a little, Imagine this, the final 7 of Superman and Lois season 2 finale. We see the Phantom Zone and its Zod from Krypton TV show playing chess with Lex from Arrowverse, and a portal opens up and they escape. Oh, that would be sweet. Her suit? Put on our super suits? Enjoying your Stranger Things cast-related video reactions. I'm glad. This last one, man, like, I don't know. We'll see how long it holds up. It got claimed by the content ID for those channels that I reacted to it from, but I posted disputes, so hopefully it survives. But, I mean, at least I get to keep it posted. I could have posted it with the videos, like, heavily opaqued, but I didn't. That accent, oh. But yeah, I'm glad everybody's enjoying them. I'm having a lot of fun with them. The cast is just so charismatic. It's so much fun. Final scene. Okay, you meant final scene, not final 7. Gotta say, I'm loving everyone's reaction to Stranger Things 4-4. Just eating it up. So good, so emotional. But what is your song to play in case of Vecna? Oof. I don't know. I could think of a few, I think. What I've Done by Linkin Park, maybe, would be a good one to snap me out of it. I can second Adam Lash's from Previews of Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry. From the Edwardses. But I don't know. There's a lot, man. The DuckTales theme song. Oh no, I don't know, maybe. Any of the Kingdom Hearts themes would probably work. some Cher would probably work. I don't know, man. It's hard. I like a lot of music, but it always shifts and changes depending on my mood. But I'll probably go with What I've Done by Linkin Park. Because that's usually, I consistently stick to that song and enjoy it. What's up, Kalia? I really like to talk about Diggle is not being Green Lantern. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying he's not yet. We still have time. We're not done with him yet. Sadage. Oh. It's not the weather, at least. Might be ISP. I'm pretty sure it's ISP right now, because like you said, the weather's fine outside. Other things on The Flash, 8/18 was good. I agree there. Stixie, see you later, Omni. Have a good week. Oh, and I like Morbius more than the Batman. Not joking, today is not April Fool's Day. See you later. Subjectivity, man, I guess. Because, like, Batman is the Godfather and Morbius is like a joke cartoon in my book, man. Noah didn't say anything specific, but it was like borderline made the crowd go, interesting. Ever heard and play Punishing Gray Raven? That doesn't ring any bells to me. Summer Star may be referring to how each episode of Obi-Wan, 6 episodes, may mirror each episode / movie in the prequel original trilogy, 6 movies. Oh, yeah, I heard somebody saying, well, episode 6 is Return of the Jedi, and this is Return of Obi-Wan. Not really. I don't see the connections to each film in each of these films. Using that logic, personally. I really don't see it. I've seen people say that, and use that to kind of predict what's going to happen, but I don't feel that. This last episode, by no stretch of the imagination, feels like Empire Strikes Back to me. At all. So, I don't know. And I can't line up the previous episodes with the other ones either, but I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe it's just some people are making connections I'm not seeing. Dark Multiverse, Dark Earth Prime. Robert Pattinson, Batman, asks Grant Gustin Flash to go back in time, save Alfred, but he refuses. So he tries to duplicate the accident, but taps into the negative speed force. That would be fun. That would be really fun, actually. I believe Clark will have his powers in the finale of Season 2 of Superman and Lois. He has to have it, otherwise it will fully justify haters to review bomb and harass the actors. No. No, it wouldn't justify any of that. Yeah, no. I agree. I think he will have his powers by the end of the season, but even if he didn't, no reason. There's no justification for that. I like how Kenobi 4 is New Hope with rescuing Leia from the Empire. I mean, I guess, kinda. Kinda? I mean, I guess we mirrored some burning of Obi-Wan in episode 3 for Revenge of the Sith, but like, what's our Attack of the Clones connection? What's our Phantom Menace connection other than just being on Tatooine? Very vaguely, I guess. I guess you could make some stretches to make it come out like that, but still, I don't know. Saw on Twitter this week, ST stayed at 1 for most watched now. Obi-Wan dropped to 6 behind Miss Marvel. Wonder if people who aren't massive Star Wars fans have checked out due to weekly release. No. Which is weird because the social media conversation is around Star Wars is drowned out Miss Marvel this week. But Star Wars fans are extremely fickle, so they've been very wish-washy on everything so far with the show. But Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the numbers are because they don't release them for the other streaming platforms. If Matt Thawne didn't lose his memory. What if Matt Thawne didn't lose his memory? He's got some of it left. He's got some of it left. Find it funny how WB can allow Stargirl to do Green Lantern, but it can't allow the same for the Arrowverse with Diggle. To be fair, with Stargirl, it's only been in the... Well, aside from Jade, which has barely been Green Lantern-y. I mean, he's just been in the photos in the background. But yeah, they definitely do like to pick and choose their favorites with certain things like that. I think Superman and Lois, John's healing is less a physical healing, more of a way of mental and emotional, like with his pep talks and his protective maneuvering. Okay, I see that. I can see that. They should team up Clark and Jimmy and Lois and Iris for a team-up reporting episode. Oh, that would be fun. Just doing reporting stuff. I think that could be really interesting. Yeah, I'd be down for something like that. Must have been because of Jeff Johns. Definitely Jeff would have a big hand in that. He would have enough pull to make those changes shift around for sure. I've seen Chris Evans' puppy interview. Yes, I actually have. It's adorable. I'm a cat person, but he's very obviously a dog person. And he invited older dogs as well. Yeah, I have seen little clips of that one. Yeah, for sure. I'm also a cat person, but I'm just more allergic to dogs, and dogs are just, they need too much attention for me most of the time. Actually, in the last issue of Earth Prime is 48 or so pages. I think they all have been about 40-ish pages. And I still feel like barely anything's happened. Stoked we got news for new Avatar projects. Too bad we have to wait so long for them. Can't wait for the Kyoshi movie. Yeah, me either, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with those. Like a Kyoshi movie, a Zuko movie, and a post-Korra movie. Give them to me. Give them to me. Give them to me. I want more Kyoshi content. That is for sure. The Zuko thing, I'm very curious on what it's going to be. Maybe finally give Azula a redemption arc. It can't be going after his mom unless they want to just animate what they did in the comic or retcon what they did in the comic. Which I wouldn't be against, but I don't know. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with those, but I can't wait for more Avatar stories. Not the blue people. Saw your Dear Billy reaction. It is now one of your most viewed videos. It's up there. It's definitely in the upper echelon. I'm not sure exactly where it lands, actually. Oh, let's take a look. Home. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's number 8 on my, if we were ranking these. Number 8 all-time viewed episodes. Or videos on the channel. That's wild. I still think it's hilarious that a trailer reaction to Godzilla King of the Monsters is still in my popular videos list. Damn, I got 50-some K on that. Still crazy to me. With like 80% all the same comment on that one. My first movie I'm going to see in cinemas will definitely be Avatar 2 at IMAX. I will definitely be more comfortable going back then. But it could be Black Panther 2 as that's out in November. I'm really curious about Black Panther 2. I'm just so cautious about everything going on around that film. Just with the real world stuff and how they're going to move forward without Chadwick. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be seeing Avatar 2, but I'm not looking forward to seeing Avatar 2. Gotta go later, Omni. Nice talking with you, Barry. I'm glad you could make it. Take care. Have fun. Have a good weekend. What's up, the Weiner Coco Revealy? Before I go, here is now Scarlet how I think Scarlet Witch feels. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg. Dear Billy, episode of Stranger Things was very emotional. Had me in tears. A few reactors in tears too. Yeah. I know I wasn't like ugly crying, but yeah, it was. My eyes were watering, man, for real. So much water, man. My roommate was almost set to go see JP in theaters this weekend, but COVID numbers are rising in our area, and one of our roommates is immunocompromised, so we're holding off for now. I mean, if you're a fan of the franchise, I'll just say it's not worth the risk. Wait for that. Save your money. Save your life. They fly down, and Batman just says, Superman can blast you away with one laser. Oh my god. Okay. More memery. More memery. Do you think we're going to see Jonzaro and John have a Ship of Theseus moment? Maybe. They are going through some very similar things right now. I'm very curious to see how their individual storylines are going to resolve, because I don't see Clark or them. I don't know. I really don't know. I think there has to be some sort of redemption arc for Jonzaro and kind of a open pasture ending for our John at the end of it. Ali kind of arc. I don't know. Damien Dark, he was just charming. I like the actor a lot. And he was silly, but his motivations made sense to me. And I don't know. He had some charisma and charm about him that made him fun to watch. It just didn't fit Arrow. You know, he didn't fit the tone of Arrow, and I think that was the biggest hang-up. But I do like Damien Dark. Allie, I'm just kind of like meh on. I think we need a little more focus on her. We haven't really given her anything. My only interest in another Jurassic movie is if it opens with Owen missing both hands. Oh, wow. Good job. Clark's head just explodes. The Batman attack on Wanda crushes the Batsuit. Batsuit explodes. I'm done reading those. I call bullshit on the fact that Lightyear apparently takes place in 1995 because it feels like most of the 2022 movie ever made. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so don't talk about it. I mean, that doesn't really tell me much, but I'm going to be seeing it either tonight or tomorrow, so we'll see. Thunderbolts. There's at least one Ross involved with the government, and he could be the Red Hulk. Named after Thaddeus Ross, but it's named after Thaddeus Ross. That is true. We still have Everett Ross floating around, which could be fun, could be interesting. Now, the cast crew aren't upset with Candace, and Henry Refs didn't say that he said something completely different. Yeah, I'm not going to even pretend to know anything of what's going on. What if the lanterns were in The Boys? Who would get a ring, and which lantern ring? Dude, Butcher would get a Red Lantern ring for sure. One could argue he could get a Green Lantern ring purely because of his will to continue his vendetta, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, shit. Crusade. That's the word I was looking for. But his crusade is steeped in rage, so I would feel like that would definitely be a Red Lantern ring. Aside from that, don't really know. Don't really know. I'd have to think about that a little bit longer. I'll have to look at that later. Our supper's so sweet and wholesome. I think you'll really like it, Omni. No, I'm sure I'd love it. I just like escapism, man. I really do. I think the closest to grounded real TV or real life drama stuff I watch is like Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. And that still has a huge pulp swing to it all. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure I'd love it. I'll check it out. I'll check it out one of these days. I just don't know if I'll do it on the channel. Here's a big fucking problem with the MCU in Phase 4. What the concept of the multiverse, which was explored in the only true Fantastic Marvel show, Loki, and with MCU's decision to include Evan Peters' Quicksilver in WandaVision as an experiment to see how the audiences will react to cameos, was left Marvel fans wanting more, and that feeds into fan expectations. Rumor to appear in MOM, Tom Holland, Superior Iron Man, Deadpool, poster of Deadpool confirmed. Instead of viewers focusing on the movie, appropriating the story on what it means to be and what it's being judged on, everybody wants it to be. Continuation. For one, I enjoyed MON. Its script's not perfect, but the movie did so much, so well, and yet people were talking about John Krasinski. People were like, there aren't enough cameos in MOM. I was promised cameos. This movie sucks. They weren't promised cameos by anybody except scoopers. So this is what the MCU has turned into, because it seems like a fifth of MCU movie fans is watching MCU based on the potential of seeing something they recognize instead of the movie itself. But by seeking to deliver more fan service, it risks its fans to become disillusioned by not getting what they expect. People want to go ooh ah for seeing something they recognize instead of genuine excitement for the movie or series. You are 100% correct. And I still thought MOM was a meh movie. I could care less about the cameos. I could care less about who was or was not in the movie. I found the technical elements of it to be very mismatched at times and at odds with itself. So, but yes, the general critiques that I've seen from people, from just the average audience goers and stuff like your average MCU fans, is very much what you are exactly explaining. And yes, it's becoming an issue. It is definitely becoming an issue. Not sure if anyone here has watched Timeless. Not familiar with that one. But in The Boys, 3 actors played in Timeless are in the show Victoria Newman and the church cult leader, as well as A-Train's PR guy, I think. Yeah, I've never heard of Timeless. So that's cool. That's cool, though. The comics for CW mentioned Dr. Polaris, a very classic DC villain, in Argus, but I wonder who fought him. The Flash? It's a good point. They mentioned quite a few people pop up, but I'm like, who would have dealt with that? La la, it's la la, la la time. Nice nod to us fans. It got canceled due to it coming on so late during the work week. A fantastic show that I highly recommend. I'll have to look into it. Never heard of it. She only took 4 episodes plus her said herself on Instagram. What? I'm staying out of all that. That accent. Oh. Oh, the suit one. I don't even remember how that went when I did it. Lex Luthor for the Arrowverse's version of the light. Oh, for sure. Sorry I missed that. Definitely. Guy Ritchie will be directing a live-action Hercules, and will be produced by AGBO, the production company run by Anthony and Joe Russo, the directors of Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War, and Winter Soldier. Oh, that's what people were talking about in the Discord. Okay. Interesting. I will definitely keep my eyes out for it. Okay. I'm not sure what these are. I also don't know what this is. You got this. Emote. Okay. Welcome. Do you think Wonder Man will be in the MCU? Is being mentioned on WandaVision. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not too familiar with... asking me Marvel questions is not always the best thing. Because I don't know how that's going to tie in. I don't know what it's going to be relevant to down the line. All I've seen so far is that a Wonder Man thing is in talks. But I don't really know anything about Wonder Man. or the connections. I know he's got something to do with Wanda in the comics. I think they might be a thing in the comics, but that's about it. I don't really know anything more than that. What the plans or connections are with the show as of yet. If it is a show, if it's a movie, I'm not sure. I think Superman and Lois season 2 finale will be a cliffhanger leading into season 3. We'll see how it goes. They want it to be a family-centric, uplifting Friday Night Lights-esque. So who knows? All I know about it is what Todd Helbing has said so far, and it's about a big cameo that is happening at the end of the season that sets up the big bad in the story for season 3. That's all I know. Superman and Lois references Star Wars in the most recent episode when Clark says, "I call this one the Kessel Run." That route the Millennium Falcon made. I completely missed that. I completely missed that line then. Just sent you where I saw the ranking on Twitter. They're reliable it is. Yeah, it sounds off to me, but we'll see. Because, I mean, just checking. Hold up. Whoop. Nope, stop. Get out of here. Hold on. Boop. Come on. Here we are. Where are you at? Okay. Fair enough. I was just checking the current rankings on Netflix right now for shows. And yes, and Stranger Things is still up there. Thunderbolt Ross and Everett Ross are not related within the MCU. Did they confirm that? I thought they were. I can only have a doggy in my dreams due to your allergies. Yup. For now. Zuko taking over the Empire and taking care of business and moving away for complete war economy to something more long-lasting. Yeah, but that is a movie. He's not... I wouldn't say that's too interesting, but that's kind of what would be going on around that time either way. But I'm curious what the whole journey of the film will be. If it was a series, maybe that... I don't know. Maybe that would work a little bit better. But I don't see how you make that into an animated movie. But you never know. I don't know. What am I saying? Screw me. Did I watch The Gifted yet? No, I have not seen The Gifted. I have not seen The Gifted. I haven't seen The Gifted. I haven't seen Legion. I haven't seen Cloak and Dagger. I haven't seen... Let's just say this. If it wasn't one of the Netflix Marvel shows, and if it's not an MCU Marvel show, I've not seen it. I have not seen it. Have we had any clear news on who the new Black Panther is? Not at all. Not at all. Or not that I've seen. Not that I've seen. Super excited. Hopefully getting to direct my first film in only my teen years. Nervous, but super fucking excited. Good luck, man. Have fun. Get it done. Do you think Superman and Lois, John and Clark's relationship will take a full season to set right, since it took more than a season to do so with Jordan? I don't know if it'll take a full season, but I think that will be a bit of a focus for season 3 if it's not resolved by the end of this one. Instead of watching Stranger Things again to get to season 4, I'll watch your reactions. Liked your theories and how spot on you were. Now starting into Midnight Mass. Finished episode 2 minutes ago. Creepy cool vibes. I watched episodes 3 and 4 last night. And because I'm trying to get ahead a little bit. Still, the reactions are still going to be coming out weekly. So don't get too excited there. But yeah, I went ahead and watched it. Holy shit. Oh my god, it took a turn. Let's see. Have to go. Bye. See y'all later. Take it easy, 6E. Lightyear is a movie in the Toy Story universe that Andy watched as a kid, and Buzz Lightyear toys are from the character in that movie. It's not a spoiler. Pete Doctor from Pixar explained it. I know that. I know that bit. I know all that. Have I seen the paintings by Ariana Richards? Lex from JP Omni. She's a very talented artist. No, I'm not. Link me some in the Discord. I would love to check out her work. That's cool. That's awesome. What's my favorite horror movie? The original Halloween. The original Halloween is easily my favorite. I don't know. That's tough now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know if you'd even call it a horror movie though. Because The Shining is really good too. I have a bias and a strong nostalgic love for the original Halloween movie. Damn. I'm probably going to stick with Halloween. It's been the most influential in my life, so I'll probably stick with that one. What about you guys? Just watched Better Call Saul season 6 episode 8 at the premiere. It's very good. All when someone knocks in that episode. That's a bit of a spoiler. I mean, like, you take that as you will, but I think I know what you mean. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. When does Better Call Saul come back? I mean, we already knew X and X were coming back for it. When does it come back? July 11th. Okay. All right. Got some time. Are there not dogs that are hypoallergenic? There are some, but getting like a pure breed of that is rough. Rough. And I'll be honest, and this is shallow, I don't think many of them look cute. Come at me. I'm hyped for Ahsoka. Finally, Sabine Wren, Hera, and Chopper in live action. We just need Ezra, Zeb, and Thrawn. Ezra's confirmed. I mean, Ezra's already been cast, so we're getting Ezra. So I'm excited. I am excited for all of that. Definitely looking forward to Ahsoka. What's my favorite Linkin Park album? Mine is Meteora. Mine's probably still the original, their first album. But Meteora is really good. Gosh, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one. I think I'm gonna still stick with the first one. Their first album. Also, Running Up That Hill is shooting up in popularity, and Kate Bush is very happy about that. Yes, she is. And I also am guilty of downloading that song. Her record company, though, had, from what Late to the Party has been saying, is they've been going around manually claiming YouTube videos and reactions, even if they turn down the song, even if they're talking over it in the reactions. So for the people that was kind of disappointed that I muted it in mine, well, I'm still making mine. I made the right call, is all I learned after all of that. Get a hairless dog? I don't know about that. Superman and Lois, John has school, a part-time job, and takes care of the farm well enough to get chores for 3 peeps done in one morning. Doubt Jordan was doing farm chores and training and farm chores and saving people. Yeah, Jonathan's definitely doing way more than anybody else at this point. Just watched Top Gun Just watched Top Gun Maverick. Absolutely incredible, 10 out of 10. I have to agree, man. It was such a good flick. It was so good. Emotional, powerful, action-packed, had everything. Some great performances, and I've only seen the original film like 2 weeks before this movie came out. And it was a blast. It's a blast. In the comics, Everett Ross is not related to Thunderbolt Ross, and his daughter is Betty Ross as well. Well, yeah, I mean, he could be like cousins or something like that, and they could change it around in the MCU. We don't know. I don't know. Do you think Thawne from prison will somehow kill all the forces so that he gets more powerful? I don't know. He could. In the comics, no, it is him. He is able. He does. No, it's not Thawne. It's shit. No, it is Thawne, isn't it? No, it's Solomon. It's Zoom. I mean, in the comics, it's Solomon, Hunter Solomon, that ends up getting all connected to all of the forces. So it's. I mean, they could be giving that to Eobard in the show to make it more succinct, but we'll have to see. No what? No to what? What was this for? I hope in the end of Superman Lois season 2 we get where their timeline is set up. Oh, from what Todd, the showrunner, said, we are going to have hard confirmation of where this show takes place in connection to the Arrowverse. So we'll, at least in these last 2 weeks, finally have confirmation. Even though I feel like it's been confirmed up to this point so far. And so-and-so is going to be appearing in the final episode. So it's got to make sense, man. It's got to. Yeah, Running Up the Hill is actually a bigger hit now than it was in 1985. I am not surprised by that. Bad Batch Season 2 looks great. Gungi. Is it Gungi or Gunji? I don't really know. Or Junji. Cody and Rex versus Cody? Maybe. I'm really looking forward to Bad Batch Season 2. I think by the end of the season for The Flash, the original Reverse Flash will get his memories back. Remember, he's not the original Reverse Flash. He's the Flashpoint created Reverse Flash. He's not actually the original Reverse Flash, but yeah, I think that would be interesting. That would definitely be cool. I just hope that when it comes around, I hope Matt Letcher is Reverse Flash when we finally jump into all of that. I was given a screener to see Stranger Things Volume 2 and Umbrella Academy Season 3 for tomorrow. Well, lucky you. Lucky. What's up, Daniel? We're about to close out the stream here in a minute, buddy. You're always late. You're mostly caught up, dude. Guess it's time to eat and prepare for another week of reviews. Yup. Don't worry, I was joking about my reference to Heisenberg. I watched the episode before anyone else, and I'm legally not allowed to spoil elements of that episode. But it's insane. This season has been insane for Better Call Saul. I mean, they've already confirmed. I mean, I don't want to say it just in case people, because plenty of people keep their nose out of this stuff, but 2 fan favorite characters are confirmed to be in the final season at one point or another. So, I mean, I was willing to believe you, but I can't wait to watch it. Cannot wait. Favorite childhood horror movie that stuck with me was Event Horizon. That is definitely something that I remember watching when I was a kid, but I don't really remember anything about it other than what happened to Sam Neill's eyes. Halloween is the best. Can't wait until the trailer for the next one coming up. I am cautiously on guard for the next one because this last one, I was super excited for it, for Halloween Kills, and I didn't enjoy that movie at all. So, I don't know. I'm hoping the last one is good. Love Halloween. Do you think we're going to see someone die, like Kyle? I hope not. Hope Kyle doesn't die. I don't really know the trajectory of the Lang family right now. I'm sorry, the Cushing family. But yeah, we'll see. I've been watching the latest season of The Flash. I saw all of Armageddon episodes, and I should have seen that how Damien Dark came back. Although Damien Dark became a timeline remnant, he should have stuck. Only speedsters can really kind of pull that off, I think. But yeah, it was nice seeing him come back. Oh, sorry. I didn't actually click over this. But I don't know. I hope no one dies. If I had to pick somebody, maybe Lana, to be honest, but Kyle might be an easy target, but I'd say maybe Lana or John. I don't know. Not Jonathan, but John. I'm still wondering who the cameo is for the season finale of The Flash. Yeah, that one I still have not heard anything about. I know they've confirmed the final cameo thing, unless there's more. A major final cameo thing for Superman and Lois's finale. But still, I've got nothing, no hints of who the big reveal Flash finale cameo is going to be. I'm waiting to see Volume 2, but I think Season 4 will end up being my favorite season so far. Yep, depending on how these last two go, I'm right there with you. I can't imagine they'll just kind of wreck it in the last 2 episodes, but right now I definitely think it's my favorite. I'm excited for the new Castlevania series with Richter Belmont in the 1700s. I've never played a Castlevania game, and I've never seen any of the shows, so I feel nothing. I'm just hoping that people that are fans of that franchise are excited for it and it doesn't disappoint. I wonder if Lana and Natalie and John Henry Irons are ever going to have a sit down and explain how expansive the world really is, because, you know, multiple worlds. That would be cool. That would be cool for them to have that combo. I think that's important to expand with all the information that they've got so far. Since The Flash Season 8 is almost over, where is it on your rankings list? I actually mentioned that earlier, but I don't think you were in the chat. I've got it starting from the top from my favorite, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and then I'd say Season 8, Season 4, Season 5, and then 6, 7. Or 7, 6. Those are interchangeable to me. Actually, I think I have those mixed up. 5 is Cicadas, so it's 6, 5, 7. Sorry. Oh yeah, we've talked at length about the Ezra stuff. I wish there was a resource where random people could pitch ideas without worrying about being taken advantage of. Yeah, feel you there. How do you feel about Nev not returning for Scream? I think she's right, but I hope they don't put in or throw away some line that she died off screen. I'll be so mad. Oh, I'll be out. I'll be done with it the second that happens. After everything that character has done in the series and she's brought to it, for them to kind of disrespect the character like that would be a big old fuck off to me. I think after everything, I don't think we need Nev anymore. I don't think we need Sydney anymore. I think Sydney has more than earned her rest, her happy ending. Just let her live her life and let this new Ghostface seek vengeance on the new kids. Just let them follow them down, and let's just kind of go off and leave the legacy cast out of it at this point. So Legends are finished, and now Flash will finish, and they will be done one more season each. Who would you like to see come back for Season 9 of The Flash? Wally, Jesse, Zoom, Cisco, or Julian Albert? Wally and Julian, I think, would be the big ones I'd like to see. I'd love to see Cisco, but I've missed Julian for so long, and Wally, I need Wally. Wally. I also don't think Sam Lane was all that great of a dad when Lucy and them were young. He tried, sure, but he was a lot he failed on. Lois shouldn't have had to step up as a parent for a sibling. Oh, you're 100% right. 100% right. But we still love our parents, even though we know they failed on multiple occasions, even when Lois was a parent and Sam was a grandparent. For sure. Your Flash rankings. 1, 2, 8, 3, 6, 4, 5, 7. I thought it sucked when Killer Frost died, and should not have died, but got stronger because they absorbed the dark guy. Did you hear what Hayden Christensen said at the end of Star Wars Celebration Kenobi panel? This is where the fun begins. Specifically, I remember him saying that he's not he'll be back for more projects beyond Kenobi. Other than that, I can't recall. I can't recall. Who do you think is going to die in Stranger Things Season 4? I hope it isn't Steve. I need him to get his happy ending. I think it's going to be like... Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Mike. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to be one of the older kids, probably. But so probably Nancy. Probably Nancy. I don't know. I don't think it's Steve. I think Steve is a red herring, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Eddie just showed up. We've killed off a lot of people that just randomly show up in season, so it could be Eddie, but I don't know. We'll see. Bring back Draco Malfoy. You know, it's still funny that they wanted to keep him, but he was too expensive for them to keep on the payroll, and that's why that character disappeared. I think by 8:20, Caitlyn will become Killer Frost. Well, who do you think that long-haired figure was that was standing in that alleyway that was watching Cecile run away? Curious about that one. Actually, I don't have time for you all to answer that. I'm going to have to, like, peace out here in a second. If you sign up for the Squid Game reality show, I'll be rooting for you to win the $5 million. It's 4.56 million. And I did sign up. I put in my application for it, so I just got to get my passport renewed. Have I seen the Stranger Things TV spot from a couple days ago? No, I don't watch trailers for Stranger Things. Trailers, TV spots, I don't watch them. Not watching them. Reviews. I think that was top. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. The hair matches. Anakin and Ahsoka? Possibly. Yep. This is where the fun begins, yeah. And Anakin and Ahsoka. Probably, but there's other things going on too, so who knows? All right. I caught up with the chat, guys. I missed you all. Sorry about being out of touch for a little while, but I'm glad we got to touch base. And I'll see you guys next weekend. And, well, just see you guys in the Discord. Join if you're not already. Link is in the description of all the videos that we got. So come hang out. We can chat there. But I'm going to go get some food and maybe go see Lightyear. So take it easy, everybody. There we go. I did it again. Hit the wrong button. Ha ha!